Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. Frank, we've called golf all around the world, but never at a golf course quite like this.
Rich, we've picked a perfect day. It's usually here about 64 people running around, battling it out for domination.
So we have 190 yards left. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That will be a great look at birdie and getting ready for the putt.
I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
Just a couple of feet. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Now to the second hole, and Frank, I'd be happy to see something with just the normal amount of obstacles, say, or a bunker, maybe a pond. Those would be rather benign compared to what we're seeing right here on this second hole.
Yeah, that's no love shack. That's a guard shack there on the right of the screen, just past that bridge. So this green well protected on that right side. Of course, water adorns this this island green, and tons of well, local fauna around the green. This is one green you do not want to miss.
Oh, I thought he had that. Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake. Even par currently.
Even par early on.
Well, Rich, we've got the drone. It's headed back. Told us it's 216 yards to the middle of the green. If we can just aim a little right of the gun turret on the destroyer, that should be a good line.
Well, this is the definition of a blind tee shot right here. But you need all of the modern equipment, the modern telecommunications, just to try to get you zeroed in on where you're supposed to go.
Well, maybe you can capture the flag here, though, with a birdie.
Into the tall cabbage, that ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Good roll, solid, that's a par. Frank, surveying this hole, it appears as though your normal laser or rangefinder won't be good enough.
Well, we could always radio in the yardage there, but the radio tower, personally, I prefer sonar.
Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Not a gimme, but well within his range. In red figures at 1 under par. Frank, you and I have called golf from around the world. Places like, well, the hot air balloon in the Grand Canyon comes to mind. This has been a rather unusual spot as well.
It is. I thought we'd be safe up here in the observation tower, Rich, but I don't know, with that boat coming in, or should I say the destroyer, I don't exactly feel safe right now. But we'll batten down the hatches as we watch the tee shot at the 5th.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Up to the 6th tee, Frank, and we're back against that destroyer. You need to take it over that small island.
Yeah, this is a little village, too. And remember the double greens at St. Andrews? Well, this is a split double green. It's shared in amongst the village. The green on the right, very, very small. So this a very lengthy par 3. It's going to be a case of really ready aim driver for some.
Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Frank, looking at this hole, a player is going to need a detailed map from high above, maybe from the bomber squadron flying overhead, just to get a sense of what they're trying to navigate.
You can always go up in one of those 2 lookout towers, just check the direction of the wind, see which way it's coming from, but not an overly long par 3.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Now at the 8th here at Paracel Storm, this is a relatively short hole, but if you notice off to the left, Frank, there is a basketball court, and that allows me the chance to say, from way downtown, yes!
Well, if you miss this green, you might be able to sign up too. There's plenty of barracks. You can just take a left turn, go into there and enlist. But if you want to keep playing, par 3, under 200 yards, and see if you can safely get on deck.
Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. Rounding out this front 9 mission here, the 9th hole, shot over the building.
Well, I need to be careful. The front left of the screen is guarded by a tower, and anything right, you'll be ducking for cover in the trenches.
Been a real battle out here today. Just need to keep it all together. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything.
Excellent front side. Trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie.
It's no snack, though.
That's birdie, and that's just another example of how everything seems to be clicking today, especially on the greens.
Yeah, good green reading, too. You've got to take your hat off to that. The line has been perfect, and the pace has matched it. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. And it makes the green in regulation.
I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flag stick right now. What a performance. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, the 12th hole here at Paracel Storm, 241 yards, island green. I can't think of a harder par 3 in the world.
This hole, you really have to be wary on the direction of the wind, because if it's coming off the island, then it's going to blow it towards the water. It's going to make this tee shot so much more difficult. Conversely, if you get a little sea breeze, it's going to help. It's going to hold it up there and make this whole play that little bit easier.
Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Ranking up the birdie stats today. How about this? 7 birdies on the card. Going right back to the large island here at the 13th, Frank.
Trenches behind will certainly protect anything that goes a little bit long. Left of this green, you better call in the Navy.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this looks like a green where if things didn't go well, you might find yourself just walking around in a bit of a haze, maybe talking to an old volleyball that washed ashore.
It's almost like a booby trap, Rich. It looks way too easy after some of the other holes we've seen. I've got this sort of sneaking suspicion there's something out there. It just looks like a green, just perched up there with very little trouble around. That's got me thinking there might just be something out there.
This for birdie. Moves to -8. Frank, in any war zone, the element of surprise is always so critical, and we see that here at the 15th.
Yeah, this green is fortified by the jungle that surrounds it, and just a little feature that you often don't see on a golf course. It's not a bunker in the middle of that green, just a mini forest.
Just a little short shot here. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Stacking birdies, that's how you put a score on the board. So 2 straight and headed in the right direction. And just take a look out at the battleships burning, those solar panels, the bridges, the barracks. You know you're not at your dad's country club anymore. 16th hole here at Paracel Storm, and Frank, as we begin this closing stretch, strikes me, this is tough guy golf out here, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is. If you want to earn your stripes by playing this golf course, this is the place to be. In the spirit of conservation, we have some solar panels to boost up the finish, and the hole not overly long. Let's see what the lieutenant can do this time.
Now to the 17th hole, and as we come to the end of this round, you salute the players because they're out there carrying not only their golf clubs, but the med kits and the meal packs, because this is no ordinary golf course. You have to be on alert, high guard all the time.
Oh, this is right at it. Rich, it's gone.
In the hole. You do not see that every day. That, folks, is a hole-in-one. Wow.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. From about 8 feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.